What's up, guys? So today have a pretty awesome video in store, in my opinion. So
turn right onto North FM 620.
Okay, well, as you heard, we are turning right on 620, and the reason we are
Continue
turning
on North FM 620 for 4 miles.
Maybe she'll let me get a word in now. As you can tell by the obnoxious GPS, I'm not exactly sure where we're going, and that's because it's the first time I've ever done it. So what we are doing today is we are going to run up to the nearest gas station that has E85. And as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about this. We're in the 2014 F-150. If you couldn't tell by the change of scenery here, I know that's not tinted, and this seat hopefully doesn't look the same as the Optima because it is cloth, not leather. The cool thing about our 2014 F-150 is that it's flex fuel, so we can fill it with E85. And right now we got about half of a quarter, so like an eighth of a tank full of pump gas. I believe we got plus in it, not premium. Don't hate me for not putting premium in it, but yeah. And so we're gonna go fill the rest of it with E85, and we'll see how it goes. So I don't know what it is about me and making videos, but I always see a Ford Lightning, and I wasn't recording, but I was just stopped right next to one at a light, so I just thought that was kind of funny. In every single video I've made inside of a car, all two of them, I've seen a Ford Lightning, so that's kind of cool because they're not as popular as you might think. So I thought I'd take a second to kind of explain what E85 is, and I'm not the most educated, so if I get anything wrong, feel free to drop a comment down below. But from what I know, E85 is an alternative fuel source, usually corn-based. It can be based on other things depending on where you live, but it's an alternative fuel source that has like, what's the word I'm thinking of? If it had an octane level, its octane level is somewhere around 105, and most places premium is about 93. So yeah, it's more combustible. Your engine makes more power when running it. Usually it makes worse fuel economy, but some cars I've seen, I know like BRZs make somewhere around the same, if not a little bit better when running E85. Sometimes, not all cases, obviously, but yeah, it's an alternative fuel source that has a higher octane rating than regular pump gas, and so you can make more power. And in some places I've even heard that it's less expensive. I'm not sure if that's the case here in Austin because I've never filled up on E85 before, but we're gonna find out. And we've got 63 miles left till empty. That's what the truck is telling me. And so the mixture of E85 and gasoline, it's going to be pretty highly E85. So I'm excited to see what it does, and see maybe it'll tighten up the throttle response because there's a bit of lag between when you hit the pedal and when the engine goes. So we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, real quick, I forgot to mention. So the way you know if your car can run E85 is obviously if you buy a kit to run E85, then you're fine. But like this truck is flex fuel. Cars that are flex fuel can run E85 and run normal pump gas. And that's how I know. I'll show you that. Oh, I just got a fuel level low warning. Okay. We'll be there soon, truck, don't worry. But so I'll show you I'll get out at the gas station and I'll show you the flex fuel badge. And then on our actual like fill up, it says gasoline or E85 or something like that. So I'll show you guys that when I get out. It's kind of cool. Okay guys, so we made it to the gas station. It's the closest one in Austin that has E85. It's the Valero Corner Store. If you live in Austin, look it up. Not very hard to find. I found it through a website that is actually the National E85 Registry for gas stations. And at first when I pulled in here, it didn't have any pumps that said E85. There's only one pump, so I was freaking out a little bit, and I was kind of really angry that a national registry would be wrong, but it's right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill up, and then we'll jump back in the car and see how it feels.
2,000 years later.
Slowest pump ever. I timed it and it was pumping at less than 1 gallon per minute. And then and this is a 36-gallon tank, so like that's very freaking slow. And once this thing hit like 20, I was like, okay, I'm gonna reset it, and if that doesn't work, I'm leaving with 20 gallons. I reset it, that thing kicked in so quick, I got full tank. I have an entire tank of E85 right now. And I'm gonna drive for a little bit and get it nice and mixed in. I gotta get back to school here. I start school soon. Let's see, it filled up to about 31 gallons, which means there was only 5 gallons of 87 octane in here, and the rest of it is E85. So you math guys can figure out the percentages, but it feels good. It feels peppy, and it hasn't mixed very much, so there's not a whole lot of E85 going into the engine yet. We got to give it a little bit of time for that fuel mixture to get in there, but once it does, oh, whoo! There was a cop radaring people, and the person in front of me was going really slow, and I'm kind of running late. Not really, but a little bit. I need to go briskly, and I passed them because they were going slow. And then I saw the cop, and I was like, I am about to get pulled over, but I didn't, so I guess I'm going the speed limit. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna drive for a little bit until there's more E85 running through the veins of the truck here, and then I will give you my impressions here. So far, it feels good. It's not very mixed, like I said, but so far it feels good. Another thing I forgot to mention, E85 here in Austin, Texas, as of right now, is less expensive than 87 octane, or no, 89 octane, so plus. It's like, I think it's like 40 cents cheaper, or more expensive than like the cheapest gas, but it's like 40 cents cheaper than premium, and it's like 20 cents cheaper than plus. So that's good. And I don't know if I'm getting better or worse gas mileage. We'll see as the mileage goes down or up, but most likely I'll get worse. Plus, we sit in a lot of traffic down here, so as I'm doing right now, and gas mileage tends to go down no matter what, so we'll see. Less at the pump, more power at the crank, less emissions at the tailpipe. E85 sounds pretty awesome to me. So I've been driving for a little bit now, and I think that it's probably pretty safe to say that it's nice and mixed. I really I can feel it. It wants to go harder than normal, which is a good thing. That's the whole point of filling up on E85. Unfortunately, I'm stuck behind a Prius, and it's always a stereotype that Priuses like go the speed limit or go slower than the speed limit, and everybody always says that whether they do or not, but this one is actually going 10 miles an hour below the speed limit, and I'm like, lady, I got stuff to do. Get out the way. It's ridiculous. If this Prius would just get out of the freaking way. Oh, here we go. Okay. I mean, it is a truck, so it'll only go as fast as a truck will go, but it's like, it jumped up there quick. I'm at the speed limit. Like, that was good. That was really good. I bet it feels even better when you launch from, like, not a roll. We'll find out here. I was completely lied to by this GPS. It was like, it'll take you 20 minutes, and it has been probably like 8 minutes, and I am maybe like 3 minutes from school. So, I don't know what the heck it was thinking. That's pretty good. I shaved 8 minutes off of a GPS time. Self 5. oh, trucks aren't fast. They're faster than some old sports cars are, so deal with it. Plus, they're rear-wheel drive. There's so many front-wheel drive cars out there. Like, oh, my Civic would pull on that. Yeah, probably. Your Civic also weighs like half as much. Like, if you stacked another Civic on top of your Civic, it would probably weigh about as much as this truck does. And yet, I can drift this in the rain, and you can't drift your Civic in the rain. So, like, rear-wheel drive, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and I should probably mention, this truck is stock. It's just running E85. So, it's a stock 5-liter V8 out of a Mustang in a big old truck that's running E85. And that's it. There's no other mods to this yet. Oh, wow. That wanted to launch much harder than it ever has. I heard tires squeal like very, very soon. Alright. E85 gets a check mark from Zach. Big old thumbs up. E85 is awesome. Not to mention, it's better for the earth. So burning through this entire tank of E85 is going to do less damage to the atmosphere than if I burned through an entire tank of gas. So that's really cool. E85, guys, fuel of the future. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. All my social media is down below. You guys know the drill. You're smart people. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, guys.